Hey everybody, Mike Steele here with BBQ Champs Academy live, and we have got a great show lined up for you tonight. We're going to be talking about the Jack. Woohoo! And I got my sidekick with me, Mr. Lee Hickle, Red Mules Barbecue. How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm great. Happy Tuesday, everybody out there. It's going to be a great podcast. We got 3 great guests. Mike, you might be a guest as well on
this. Yeah, might as well. You know, there was a guy that called me named Lee Hickle and was like, Pigs and Cows Gone Wild is going to the Jack. What are you talking about? Pigs and Cows Gone Wild is going to the Jack. Come on, Lee, don't jack with me. Mm-hmm. You're going, brother. I mean, I wasn't on the website. I was checking Facebook, and I had just closed my Facebook account. You know, just got off the Jack deal, and you called me like 3 minutes later. Man, I tell you what, me and Suzette were screaming. So it's certainly exciting. Yeah, I mean, exciting. Everything around us kept popping up. 777 Jack. What was in Walmart? And somebody walked up with a Jack shirt on. I was like, man, this is a good sign. So anyway.
Once you got your name drawn, everywhere you look, there's Jack Daniels. Couldn't get away from it.
Everywhere. So anyway, we're super excited. It's going to be a fun time. I got a chance last year to go and cook with Sweetie, and we're going back now to cook under Pigs and Cows, do my own thing. I'm really excited about that. So anyway, Travis, how are you, buddy? What's up? Thank you. Congratulations on the Jack. Really do appreciate it. Really excited about that. Cannot wait to go back to the holler and go cook. So first time lighting a fire and see if they like the food that we cook. I know it's tough. There's going to be some seriously good fellas there and ladies.
Yeah, there is.
And man, it's a stacked field. So John, we appreciate you being here. Alan, thank you for joining us from Wichita's. Look who else we got. And Emmeline, thank you for being here today from
Marietta,
Ohio. We got Toby with us as well. Congratulations on the Jack. Yep, I'll see you there. Great. Glad to see you. Hey, last year I had a lot of people coming up to me for the first time, and we was pretty dadgum excited to see a lot of our customers from BBQ Champs. They all recognized me and was coming up to me, and that was really cool to meet people for the first time. And now I get to meet some more folks, because I'm sure there have been some people that wasn't there. And Mr. Toby, I don't know if I got a chance to meet you last year, but looking forward to meeting you this year. Will, thank you for joining us. Jacob, we appreciate you being here. Let's see. We got John in the house. John Jensen from Alaska. Okay. Yeah, I think he was on last week. Appreciate you being here.
I'll be in Juneau in a couple of weeks. I'll be up there in Sitka.
Got Mark on here as well. Appreciate you being with us, Mark. And Dustin, I do see you're finally on, so that's a good sign. So just sit tight. We'll bring you in here in just a minute. Got Darren with us. Thank you for joining us tonight, brother. We appreciate it. We'll be talking a lot about the Jack Daniel tonight, that's for sure. A lot of people got a couple people got autos, and I think it was 3 or 4. I know Phil Breeden did, and then the whole host of teams going through getting the draw. And but it would have been cool if we could have had everybody on. But I just went through and picked out, some that has never been, some that has been, and kind of pick their ear a little bit and see if they're prepping, what they're doing. And I think it's going to be a really, really cool show. So if you come on, give us a shout real quick. Let us know that you're here.
What's on, Stephen?
Stephen Peacock, brother, glad you're with us tonight. And we're going to get ready to kick this thing off. We got a good show, Lee. Excited? It was fun cooking with you this weekend down in Bunkie, Louisiana. So
it was good, Caroline put on a great barbecue cook-off. 25 teams.
Yep.
And if you guys have never cooked in Bunkie, Louisiana at the Gator Grounds, you need to go there. That is like the little hidden jewel of Louisiana. Golf course, 9-hole, played twice, 18-hole golf course, lazy river swimming pool, swim-up bar, ice cream parlor, Pizza Hut parlor, everything you can imagine, RV spots, cold water, indoor heated pools, you name it, they have it. Go cook it. It's a VCA cook-off, chicken, ribs, and brisket. Fun. We had a stacked field this weekend of like 25 teams. You look in the crowd, and anybody could have won it.
Yep.
And it sure wasn't me, that's for sure. I won it 2 years ago, but this year I never got final table.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, people don't realize, you think it's easy. Louisiana is a very, very hard place to cook. So there is some excellent cooks in Louisiana. And like Lee, I mean, Lee had turned in some good food, but he didn't have a final table. I had a second place brisket tied for first. I lost the tiebreaker. I had a 12th place rib and 12th place chicken, a 14th place rib, which, man, I
Mhm.
love both of them. But, man, you just never know. Made final tables, but it wasn't exactly what those judges was wanting that day. So, still finished in the top 10. I think we finished 7th or 8th overall. So, I was really happy with that. And not many points. There was only a couple people that got 3 walks. So, it was definitely a tough deal. And that's part of it. Michael, it was good seeing you down there this weekend. I know you had some good calls, so congratulations
Right. So
for
put
what you
that on
got.
your books. Make the
Yeah,
drive. Go over there. It's only $150 entry fee, and they
a lot of
pay out
fun.
good. And
Yep,
man,
a lot of
just
fun.
go.
Yep,
It's
pull
fun. It's fun.
fun, no doubt. All right, Dustin, you about to get settled. Go ahead, Dustin, get settled down, and we're gonna get you on here in a second. He's walking around, so we're gonna give Dustin just a second. I sent everybody an email out about 2 o'clock today, and his server must have been down because he said he never got an email. So anyway, I think he's finally getting situated out there by the pool. So that looks good, Dustin. You're in a good area, brother. So anyway, we'll kick it to Dustin real quick just to make sure that he is in. And if he is, then we're good. Real quick, we always want to thank our partners. Thank you to Dustin, who owns the barbecue store. You see me make this announcement every week. We've got him in. He got the draw to the Jack. Also, Mr. David with Gunter Wilhelm Knives. Miss Gail down at Daigle's barbecue sauces and glazes, got some great rubs. And Raider Red Meats. Man, Kirsten called me.
Mhm.
She said, you are blowing us up down here with all the people ordering Prairie Fresh from us. We really do appreciate it. So if you are looking for Prairie Fresh, Raider Red Meats, call them. Tell them Mike with Barbecue Champ sent you, and talk to Kirsten. She will pick out what you need. I promise you, she will hook you up. So without further ado, let's see if Mr. Dustin is ready. And hello, Dustin. How you doing, brother?
What's up, guys? How are y'all?
Going
Man,
on.
I'm doing very well. Now, Dustin, if you turn that phone sideways, we'll get a much bigger shot of you.
I don't know if that's good
There,
or bad news.
that works.
Yeah.
That
Like
works
what the
really
pool, huh?
good.
Well, at
Yeah,
least
I
he's
like
wearing a
that.
shirt today. At least he has his
Yeah,
shirt on. That's
that's
good.
right. That's right. So, Dustin, congratulations, man. I know you got the draw to the Jack, and I know that you were super excited, probably as I am. First time ever to go to the Jack, correct?
That is correct, yes.
Okay. And what is your team name? Twisted Flames?
Twisted Flames, yes.
Twisted Flames. All right. That's awesome. Well, you're one of them that we got on here. We got a couple other guys. I know one of them, maybe both of them have been to the Jack before. We're going to bring in our dear friend Luke Darnell, one of Barbecue Champs pit masters that's on here, Mr. Luke Darnell with Old Virginia Smoke. He is a big world champion a couple times over. Hey, brother, how are you doing?
Doing great, buddy. How are you?
Man, if it got any better, yeah, I couldn't stand it. I get to hang out with all my barbecue buddies on a podcast, so yeah. Anyway, and I know you've been doing pretty good, and it looks like you've been cooking quite a bit lately. We'll talk a little bit
Yes.
about that. Uh-oh, did I just lose my camera? That's what happens when I get in here and play with stuff and bump stuff I'm not supposed to.
You
Let's
got
try that.
excited about the Jack, and you
Yeah, the
hit too
Jack
many
got me all
buttons.
fired up. I bumped the cables. So, but you've
Right.
been doing quite a bit of cooking, Luke, and you've cooked the Jack before, right?
Yes, one time.
One time. Okay, so you're once. All right. Well, that's good, and we'll bring in our other guest, and Mr. Kerry Chastain with Hold Your Horses. Hey, brother, how are you doing?
Doing great. How about y'all?
Man, I'm excited. That's all I can tell you. You can ask Lee when he called me that Friday afternoon, about 2 minutes, I guess, after they made the announcement. Man, I was beaming all night long, all day on Friday and into Saturday. So it was good.
Mhm.
It was fun. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm glad I get to spend some time with you guys up in the holler this year. So, Carrie, real quick, Luke's been once. I've never been. Dustin's never been. How many times have you been to the Jack?
This will be my second time. I've only been once
Oh,
last
you've
year.
only been once. Okay, so you've been back to back years. Okay, Luke, you wasn't there last year, was you, Luke?
No,
No.
no,
Okay.
we were there in 2021.
Okay.
Was the last time we were there.
All right.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Once you go once,
Yeah,
you really hope you get to go do it again.
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
doubt.
It is
Yeah.
a special place. Like I said, I got to go last year and help Sweetie out, and you know, I didn't know what to expect. My thinking was it was going to be something like the American Royal, but just a little smaller. But man, it was a very cool,
Much
laid back
more.
competition.
Right.
84 teams, I think, last year. Kind of small. The grounds, the area is just not massive. You can kind of get around everywhere from one end to the other in just 3 or 4 minute walk. Compared to the Royal, you can't even move in that place without 3 minutes. Don't even get you halfway around nothing. So, but it was just a really neat vibe, very laid back, and it was a really really cool venue to have a competition. And I was like, man, I really really want to go back to that thing again. So, um,
Hmm.
talking about the the Jack and coming up, I'm sure Dustin and I would like to hear. You know, you've cooked it once or twice. Y'all both cooked. This is y'all's second time, so y'all both had an opportunity to cook it. So, are y'all going to prepare any different for this competition? I mean, I know it's KCBS type rules. I know the judges aren't necessarily certified KCBS judges. They got a lot of celebrity judges. Um, but will you do any kind of practice or anything, Luke, coming up to this and just trying to really make sure you've got everything nailed?
I mean, not anything specific. It's not anything outside of what I do at any other contest. Um, and that's the whole thing about going a second time is you realize that it is just a barbecue contest. And now, if you're going for the first time, I have a whole speech I could give you on how you need to treat this.
Okay, we're hearing, we're listening. For cooking, I've been before, but the cooking part, we'll listen to your speech, won't we,
You
Dustin?
Yes.
shouldn't care about the cooking part.
Just take it
You know
all
how
in.
to do that, huh?
Just take it all in and enjoy.
Yeah,
Right. Do everything. Go do the distillery tour. Go to the
yeah,
party on the hill. Walk in the team parade. Do all that stuff. Get your barrel hit and signed by everybody there. Buy thousands of dollars worth of shit from the store. Do everything. uh, I mean,
Yeah.
because honestly, if you don't, I know people who have gone and didn't know what it was and didn't enjoy it
right,
because they didn't know what it was,
right,
and nobody explained to them what. Just go there and just be
yeah,
surrounded in one of the coolest atmospheres you're ever going to cook in.
yeah.
Carrie, you disagree with me on any of that?
No, not at all. Um, Even when you're taking the distillery tour, if you've got the PDF logo of your team, have it done on the liquor bottles. They'll
Okay,
do the engraving for $10 a bottle.
wow, okay,
And so I've done that. And we'll do it again this year to give to all my sponsors for something personalized.
okay,
Uh,
okay.
just take everything in, enjoy it. Also, if you want to go to Mary Bobo's, go ahead and make
Yes,
reservations.
yes, yes. That was one thing we did. We got there on, I think, Wednesday last year, and that was the first thing. Everybody said you got to go to Miss Mary Bobo's, and we booked our spot. Dustin, I'm telling you right
All
now,
right. I got a list.
you need to go ahead and get it booked because it fills out quick. And
Yeah.
but Miss Mary Bobo's was a really cool place. The history of telling how Jack did all the stuff and everything. And we're all sitting at this big, huge dinner table of people from Florida and New Jersey and Louisiana and everywhere in between. Was a really cool sit down meal that was just absolutely delicious food. It was just good home cooked food. And
Yep.
and
Have
it,
you
it
guys
was
already reserved your Airbnb or your hotel or RV
Yeah.
spot? Anything?
On Tuesday night,
Tuesday night.
got it lined out.
Okay.
Yeah. Airbnb is set up for us already. We're gonna just make a few notes and start getting all the other things. I want to take the whole thing in. Everybody that's called me and congratulated me or said, hey, you got to do it. They've all said this is a list of must-haves, and every one of those things you guys are talking about are on that list. And we just want to take it in. It's an experience of a lifetime for us.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fun. We did. Obviously, we walked around town. It's one little small city block. It's very
Not very
small.
big.
It's crazy. I'm thinking this is going to be a big place. I don't even think they have a traffic light. One little square. It's a block, a block, a block, and a block, and it's a short block. And so we walked around that. We did the parade. We did Miss Mary Bobo's. We went up on top of the hill, which that was really cool to get up there to see the bands, all the great food, see the view overlooking the hollers and stuff was a really really cool setup. And that I didn't do the distillery. It's probably pretty cool. I don't drink, but still, it's cool to see the process of how they go and do all that stuff. So, but yeah, it's a really cool little town. So
Also, you can maybe we did it and we got in. They pick 5 teams to do a Jack Daniel's presentation. You take your alcohol and you go up and before a panel of judges, and you make a cocktail, your Jack Daniel's cocktail. We were one of the 5 teams they drew last year. So it's a dog and pony show, using Jack Daniel's and whatnot. So if that comes around, it's a free entry. If you get picked, you go do it. So I'd say just put your name in that hat also, Dustin. If you're a mixologist. So we didn't win it, but it's pretty cool to go there and talk to the judges and make your little cocktail in front of them. So it's just one more little bonus.
I basically called Bill with Chicken Fry the other day, and I said, "Hey, look, where do I buy you lunch at? I want to bring a book, and I want to just start taking notes because I've never experienced it. I mean, we cook well enough to make these type of events to get the qualifiers, but man, for us to get our bung drawn, especially in the wild card, like I had no clue. I knew it was going on, and I knew we had one in there, but I wasn't thinking nothing of it. And then, man, like at 2:45 or whatever time it was, my phone just blew up and just nonstop. Everybody's calling me and congratulating me, and I'm like, I don't even know what the hell's going on. Like I'm kind of like lost right now.
Right.
So it literally took me about 4 to 5 hours just to take it all in, kind of process it. And one of the first calls I talked to was Phil and Bill, Lucky Charms and Chicken Fried. Like, man, I need some notes. I mean, I'm not worried about the cooking part of it, but tell me what else I got to do because it's all brand new to me. So we're going to get together next week with him and kind of make a little notebook of everything we got, and we're going to go give it everything we got and make a family vacation out of it. And I'm going to take the whole family and let them all enjoy the experience. It may be one time in a lifetime, and you might be able to duplicate it again. But to get the bung draw in Texas with the amount of bungs that were in there, the amount of qualifiers that we have here, and then you didn't get that one, but then you go into the wild card where, man, there's everybody's bung in there. That's like needles in haystacks. So I look at it. So we're totally blessed.
Yeah, that's wild. Are you going
Kerry, how many bung did you have? 4?
2.
2?
2.
Luke? 1?
Wow. I had 2.
West Virginia?
Virginia.
Okay.
I was sitting at the contest that I won last year. They gave me the bung of the draw when they announced.
Wow.
And that's pretty. That was pretty special.
That's cool.
To be at the actual location and the exact spot that you were in.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool. So let's talk a little bit about turn-ins. Did y'all turn in? Let's go through brisket first. I mean, I don't ever do burn-ins. I just do slices. Did y'all do burn-ins in your brisket box?
I didn't.
Okay.
Where at the Jack?
At the Jack, yeah.
And
I feel like Corey or Carrie. This sounds like a giant shig to me. Is all this is?
That's it.
This is just one giant online shig.
Shig, I mean, we're here to get information. So,
man, we got set up, bro.
Was that good or what?
Well, the guy bringing me some prime points this weekend at the cook-off. So
there you go. So he may or may not put some in the box. So, all right.
3 years ago, we put them in.
You did. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Absolutely.
Justin, do you cook burn-ins and CBA?
Yeah. So we do. I've attempted it a few times. I like slices. I like the way they look, and it's just one of those things that I've got to perfect the burn-ins. But Corbin's going with us, which is our son, and he's really good at burn-ins. He usually kills it. So more than likely he'll be doing brisket. Mike knows this for me. Me personally, brisket is either top of the chain or bottom of the barrel. It's one of the two. There's nowhere in between. So. I'm going to let him have the brisket, and I'm going to focus on chicken and some of the other things.
Yeah, I'm 100% turning in my brisket just the way I do. I put slices in it. I have crushed brisket I don't know how many years now, but I'm definitely just rolling with that same brisket that I do. So chicken, I think I'm just going to do flats and thighs. I had done got brave. Lee had done seen I had done a little practice run cooking some chicken breasts, and I'm cooking chicken breasts for the American Royal. And Lee was like, "Man, people's gotten murdered doing that." And then I showed him what I did, and he was like, "Damn, them look good." So
Really?
nice medallions, and they were so tender and so juicy. Skin on them. Skin did not fall off, did not come off. I mean, I didn't pull the skin back. I just cooked the whole breast with the chicken skin on it, and they were very nice and tender. And Lee asked me, "Were you going to try breast at the Jack?" I was like, "Probably not." I mean, I don't mind rolling the dice a little bit at the Royal, but at the Jack, I'm probably just going to do flats and thighs.
So when you guys cooked the Jack last time, you're required even now to put dark and white meat. Are you going to do 6 of one or 5 of one, white of the other, or just fill it with flats, thighs, legs, wings, both, even amounts?
I do 6 legs and 7 wings.
Okay.
Okay.
And yeah, I will do. I mean, whatever it is, I'm not doing the 6 and 1.
Okay.
I feel like that's a cop out.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
cook what you're supposed to. I mean, I
Yeah.
know it's a rule. You can just turn in 1 wing and 6 thighs, but
Yeah.
if I want chicken, I wouldn't want to be that guy. And I know I probably made some people mad with that one, but I'm doing it.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whether
Yeah.
it's legs or thighs, I don't know what it's going to be yet. Depending on,
Yeah.
I've been messing with both this year, and it's very dependent upon where I go. So,
Right.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I did 6 thighs and 6 flats, and I hit 4th place last year. So I think a full box is
Looks
better.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dustin, what you going to do, man?
You're required to. Are you required to run dark meat and white meat both?
Yes,
Yeah.
you have to have
Okay.
both, and you have to have both. So
I'll probably do the same as Lee, 6 and 6.
yeah, six
Yeah.
six thighs. You can do legs or thighs, and then you can put 6 wings in it. If you
I'll
want to
probably
get
run
brave,
thighs and wings.
yeah. If you want to get brave, you can put some breast slices in it. Put your 6 slices of breast in it. So
Hey, don't knock it. Bill Gillespie's gotten calls at the Jack with that shit. So
really,
he absolutely. Bill cooks one of the best competition chicken breast pieces I've ever had in my life.
Wow.
Just
Child's
yeah,
turned
and he
breast last year up there.
who did?
Child's.
Wolf's Revenge.
Wolf's Revenge turned in breast with thighs.
Mhm.
Did he do good?
Oh, he turned in breast and wings.
Breast and wings. Okay. Did he do good?
I'd say I
Did-
think top 15.
Okay, still not
Yeah.
bad when you got 84 teams. So Yeah.
Childs turns in the best boxes out of anybody in the world, no matter what he cooks. His boxes are always perfect.
wow.
I'm not.
Come on, Luke. His are good though. His boxes are beautiful.
Wow. So and everything else is kind of standard. I mean, you're gonna have to put 6 to 8 ribs, 10 ribs, whatever you can fit in the box. So and pork. I mean, I'm probably just going to turn in money muscles and maybe some chunks. I've turned in at the American Royal is money muscles, 2 rows of them, and man, I've had 11th place pork. I've had a 7th place pork, and I've only cooked 4 times at the American Royal. So I'm probably going to run that same pork, be done with it. So
Fill the
it's,
box up, make it
fill
look
it up,
good.
make it look good. Yep, fill it up, make it look nice. So
I was 11th last year. 10 or 11 medallions in.
okay, it's just medallions. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I think if you put too much in a box, you can just they'll find something to ding you on if you ain't careful. So
Put what's good in the box.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, that's it.
Is
So,
that meat tagged or inspected over there?
Yes.
So they say inspect it when you pull in on Thursday, so you can prep on Friday, or how's that work?
They come and inspect on Friday morning.
Friday morning.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. There's no
Okay.
tag though. You can.
There's no tag.
No,
Tag.
So you can't even trim your brisket till you get there.
No,
huh?
everything can be
you can
trimmed.
trim it.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
everything can be
And
trimmed.
inject or brine.
Okay. No inject,
Just
no
like-
brine, no seasoning.
Yeah,
Right.
just like normal Dustin.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Now, if I remember right too, when you get there to check in, it's a different location than where you go cook, and that's where you get your B&B charcoal from. But they do pit inspections also for cleanliness. They just open your pit up just real quick to look in there and make sure it's not full of creosote and grease.
How did Bill Purvis pass that last year?
I I don't know.
Bill have kitty litter in the bottom of his, man. Don't worry about that. Yeah, roll it around. It'll be fine. That grease will soak it right up. So, oh,
Yeah.
you gotta love Bill. So, yeah, it's awesome.
hmm
Yeah, but yeah, they'll do a pit inspection and then you roll in and get your spot and be done with it. So, are y'all coming in on Wednesday?
I plan on
Yes.
landing there
Okay.
on Monday. I'm gonna hit the ground Monday in Tennessee and get my Airbnb, and then just kind of take all of Tennessee in that
That's a
part of
good way.
Tennessee, and then pull in on Thursday and just get ready on Friday and just be game on.
Okay. Now you can come in on Wednesday, check in on Wednesday at the location, right?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. So,
O'clock Wednesday or something like that.
what time?
I think like 1 o'clock on Wednesday. Yeah.
On Wednesday. Okay, good. Yep.
Yeah.
That's
So Lucas Armstrong, you cannot borrow Kerry Chastain's barbecue rig this
Oh
year.
yeah.
Draw.
Yes. Sorry,
Australia.
Lucas. We almost had you a rig last week, Lucas, but he was one bung away. He didn't.
I'm actually bringing him one.
Oh, are you?
How are you?
My old trailer, and I've been cleaning it up this week, getting it ready.
So he's gonna have a. Oh man, that is awesome, Kerry. That is so
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you
Nice.
for doing that.
Bring it up on Tuesday and drop it in the international court there in the racetrack, and then come back on Wednesday with mine.
Okay, and it was about an hour and a half, 2 hour trip for you.
No, it's about 4.5 hours.
Four and a
Long way.
half. Wow, you got a ways. Okay.
And dealing with Atlanta both directions.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Wow.
you chose to live south of Atlanta, so it's your fault.
That's right. Wow.
What about pullout? What's the pullout arrangements on Sunday? Is that how they do that?
Yeah, I think it's noon or 1 o'clock on Sunday or something like that.
Okay.
You can't leave any earlier than that?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Okay. You got to be out by, they want you out by
Yeah.
then.
Start
Okay.
loading out. Yeah.
Yeah.
can
Okay.
Can you leave on Saturday? You leave on Sunday? It just depends, huh?
No, you ain't going
You
to
can
leave
live on
Saturday.
either.
Okay. Yeah, you'll want to stay on Sunday, I'm sure. So, Jason Pettis, I've heard that the sauce in slurry requires the sauce to have Jack Daniels in it. Is that correct? No, it doesn't have to have Jack Daniels in it. No.
No?
No.
Okay.
It doesn't. You can put some in it, but I don't think you have to have it in it. So,
I think you're
anyway.
both wrong on that.
Oh, you got to have some Jack Daniel in it. I know somebody had a top 10 call last year didn't have Jack in it. So,
Pretty sure the rules just say that.
that it has to have Jack in it?
I'm pretty sure.
Really? Okay.
We'll
I heard
find
the
out.
sauce
Have
ancillary.
y'all gotten any rules or any package yet, or are
No,
they still
Pam.
waiting?
Oh, let's make the announcement real quickly. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. So this is about the Jack of people that got the draw. Next week, everybody is going to want to find out, and everybody needs to pass the word that's going to the Jack. We have Pam, who heads up the Jack Daniel, is going to be on Barbecue Champs Academy podcast next week. So, and I talked to her. We was trying to get her on tonight as well, but she said, I cannot. Everybody's chomping at the bits to get their emails. So she told me she was going to do everything she could to get everybody's email packet out to them this week. So you should be getting that with all the information. But next week is going to be pretty cool that we're going to have Pam to tell us how this whole thing unfolds. And then we're going to see whatever we can do to get Barbecue Champs to put it on pay-per-view next year when they do the draw. That's going to be my push. Let us come in. We will stream it and do pay-per-view. So to see behind the scenes of how all that stuff goes down, I think it would be pretty cool. I bet people would pay a fortune to watch it because I would. So
Oh yeah, they would take off from work, tailgate party, watch
yeah.
it. I guarantee it.
Yeah, it would be a lot of fun. So Pam is going to be with us next Tuesday on our podcast, and it's going to be all about the Jack leading up to it. I mean, it's coming quick, so and it'll be here before you know it. So, but that's going to be a lot of fun. So if anybody knows Luke and Carrie, I know y'all know quite a few folks that probably got drawn to it. Let them know that we're going to have her on, especially for people for the first time, and kind of let them know that we got something coming. You know, kind of we can answer questions if they have questions and stuff. They can drop them in the chat and stuff. So anybody, if
Dustin,
anybody's
what
got any,
kind of barbecue pits do you use? Would you change anything? Run the same pellet cooker, stick burner, offset, drum? Dustin.
I'm still running Huntsakers. I'm pretty sure I'm going to run Huntsakers. I've been been practicing a lot on my new Outlaw, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna run the Outlaw or if I'm gonna run Hunt Stakers. More than likely, I'll run the Hunt Stakers just because, man, they've done me good enough to get me here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Luke,
Luke.
same thing for you. Same as always.
Uh, I'll be taking the trailer. It'll be its third from final trip, and be cooking on the Jambo and a Gateway drum. And yeah, pretty excited that she gets to go back there. So
I got
Right.
you.
it'll be cool.
Okay.
Carrie?
Cooking on my Outlaw and a Rec Tech for my chicken.
Okay.
Yeah. Mike Steele?
Well, you know me and my rotisserie. I am tempted to take and put my brisket on a drum. I've never cooked it on a drum. It's always been on my rotisserie, and it is amazing. But I know that is drum country up there, and I am tempted to perhaps put it on a drum for a couple hours and then transfer it over to my rotisserie to finish that last hour, and then wrap it and everything. Once it gets wrapped, I don't care. It'll definitely go on the rotisserie. But my ribs will definitely go on my rotisserie, and my pork butt money muscles would go on my rotisserie as well. But I may kiss the brisket for maybe an hour and a half um, at a low temperature, and then transfer it over to my
Okay.
rotisserie. I'm going to play with it. I'll find out. Everybody always says cook what got you there, but I'm not scared. So we'll see. My brisket is amazing. It really has a good flavor, but I just don't know if up in that area. I've heard there's a lot of people that cook on cans. I've seen some of the people that's done very well over the years up there. They're all cooking on cans, so I don't know. I know sometimes. I remember there was a guy named Lee Hickle that got up there in the North Midwest that kind of got clobbered in drum country up there. So, and he was like, "Man, if you didn't have a drum, you was getting murdered."
I had
So,
better results with pellet cookers than I did with the stick burner.
yeah. So, anyway, um,
Lee, you run a stick burner all the time?
So for IBCA and BCA and CBA, I run my stick burner for everything. Well, it's the Pitmaker safe. I've switched over to a safe, the cabinet cooker. But for my chicken, I'll do a pellet cooker. And my pork butts, now I'll do a pellet cooker.
right. Yep.
So
Well,
for KCBS solely, I do pellet cooker for
There
my
you go.
chicken.
Yep.
Okay.
Saul, congratulations,
Hey,
man.
yeah.
There we go. I think that was Saul's first grand champion.
Ever.
First ever grand champion, Saul. And man, if I didn't already have this show kind of lined up, Saul, I would have definitely got you on, but it was just such a big deal with the Jack, and I'm sorry I couldn't have got you on. We may have to, and next week we got Pam coming on with the Jack. So trust me, brother, we're going to probably get you on in the future, and I hate that we could not have got you on for this show. So
I think Saul almost maxed out the total points possible.
Yeah, I think he had 24, 25 points. He was up there.
5 points being perfect.
Yeah,
Amazing.
what brand drum will you cook on, Mike? I've got a Gateway and I've got my WSM, so I'm not sure which one. I cook on my WSM all the time, so it'll be one of the two. Let's see. Who have each of you invited to come cook with you at the Jack?
I know who he has not invited. My phone hadn't rang yet.
You was with me. You're cooking for everybody. So
I am cooking. I'm cooking for the Jack. Yeah,
he's cooking for the Jack. So
Yeah,
I'm actually gonna run solo. I'm gonna cook by myself. I don't want to bring in a bunch of teams and do all that. I know you're supposed to cook the stuff by yourself, what the rules say. But I know a lot of people like to bring in a lot of other teams, and I'm just not going to do that. The only person that's going to help me is when I was attending Carriage Oaks Church of Christ over in Bossier City, one of our preachers that was there has now moved up about an hour and a half drive from Lynchburg. He always wanted to go, and he's going to go and kind of run my boxes and just be my hands-on to help clean up, get rid of stuff in the turn-in when it gets so fast. I don't cook KCBS. The only time I ever cook KCBS is the American Royal. So 30-minute turn-in times when you don't ever cook it, but once a year, and I've only done 2 years in a row at the Royal. And it's nice to have just some hands to help. So he's going to be my help. I promised him if I ever got a chance to go to the Jack, I promised him that he would be the first one that I would ask to go. And he would literally, I mean, I made the post that we made the jack, and 3 minutes later he called me. I don't know how he saw the post that quick. He did. And he was congratulating me left and right. And I told him, I said, well, you know, I made a promise to you. If I ended up getting a draw, I was going to invite you, and he's not far away. So super, super, super nice guy. So
So
Dustin,
if anybody watching needs any barbecue rubs and spices and seasonings, who should they call to get barbecue rubs, spices, and seasonings? And do you deliver?
yeah,
I will deliver.
I'm sure Dustin will bring any and everything that you need. So, Dustin, who are you? I know you said Corbin's going with you and your family.
Yeah, so it'd be Julie, myself, and Corbin. You know, and I don't mean it negatively, but we got a lot of calls the day we got the draw, and you know, everybody's like, "You need help?" You know, hey, I'll go help this. I'm good at ribs. I'm good at chicken. You know, and I appreciate all that. And I guess in my business, you know, I have a lot of contacts, a lot of friends, and
Right,
it's like I told my wife. I said, you know, it'd be great to kind of pull out maybe what you call some ringers to take with you because you want to go win it, right?
right,
But then more I thought about it, my son's like, just go do what got you there.
yeah,
You know, like you don't want to take a lot of people. You don't want to get into the point where everybody wants to do their own thing.
yeah,
Not that I don't know they would. I mean, but you know, everybody has a different thing. So I honestly feel like, man, we kind of sat down and prayed about it as a family. We're just going to go as a family, let it be an experience, and just do what we did to get us to this position to get us there.
right.
What's up, Brian Corbett? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, just do
What's
what you
the
do normally.
what are the rules on that? Because I think I had briefly read through the rules last year that if you don't have somebody cooking with you consistently for a period of 6 months or so, they're not supposed to do anything. Is that what the rules are, Carrie or Luke?
Yeah,
Do you?
I mean, there's a lot of super teams that get brought in, but technically that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
It's either 6 months or have had cooked 5 contests
oh,
with you throughout that year.
throughout the year.
I seem to remember that. Like we bring our good friends Rick and Liz Hamilton with us from Cleveland, Ohio. Rick cooks probably 6 to 8 times with us a year. His nickname is Dishes and Salt because he washes all the dishes and he says everything needs salt. So dishes and salt.
That's the best line of the night right there. So, wow, that's awesome. So yeah,
Yeah.
somebody like that cooks with you, I mean, that's fine. But I think, like you said, there's some people that bring some ringers in, and you know they're trying to stack a team together. And I mean, I'm not going to do it because that's what the rules say. It's the rules say, and I don't have nobody that cooks with me. So if that's the case, then I'm going to follow the rules. So, and if I want to win it, I want to win it on my own. And I think I would feel a lot better doing something like that.
Well,
So
you can bring somebody to do the ancillaries who's not your
yeah,
cook.
yeah. If you hadn't it, but I'm not doing any of the ancillaries. I'm there to do
You're
one
not.
thing. I'm there to cook 4 meats, put it in
If
the box. I may do the sauce, and that's going to be. And Susan's
I,
going to do the dessert. I mean,
I
she loves doing dessert. So
do ancillaries because you never know. We had a perfect dessert and got one of those barrel heads.
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Hmm.
My wife will do the dessert. I mean, she's done dessert at the American Royal a few times. She's the only one in our family that's got a 180 pin. So first time she ever cooked dessert. So yeah, she lets me know about that. So anyway, but she's going to do dessert. I'm going to do the 4 meats, and I'll probably just do sauce. There ain't much to doing sauce, getting it put in a cup. So other than that, I'm not doing any of the rest. I'm there to cook. So
So
anyway,
you just take Vince's sauce, pour it into a cup, and turn it in, and just
there
go
you
get
go.
your barrelhead. That's all you
Just
gotta
be
Uh,
do.
done.
Wizard sauce.
That's it.
I
So
would hope that those rules say you need to blend that sauce there, right?
no, it don't say nothing about
No, I don't
that.
think so.
So
You
you're
can do
saying
it.
you grab you grab a bottle of Daigles and pour it in a cup and turn it in?
Yes,
Yeah, you
yes,
can
sir.
if
Wow,
you want to.
that's
So
crazy.
yeah. So, Carrie, what about you? Have you got anybody that's cooking with you? I know your wife helped you, didn't she?
Yeah, she's coming. My 86-year-old mom is coming. My
Oh,
sister
awesome.
Tammy Anderson that cooked with me last year.
Okay, that's cool.
So just keeping it close knit family.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
here over on Tim Ford's Lake and just keeping it simple. I mean, heck, I've had all kinds of people send me things. Well, I make a great dishwasher or whatever else. And I just want it to be us.
right, right.
Kind of the way I feel.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah,
I just want to take it
absolutely.
all in. Like I really want. I mean, I tell people every day, man, you got an entry date and an exit date. Is that dash in between, and this is part of that dash that you want to fulfill, and you want to
Right.
live it out. And so, I just want it to be something special that I can carry. Mike, we talked about this before. I carry probably one of the most special memories is winning a grand and a reserve grand against your son.
Yeah.
And that was in a 160 something team cook. So, you do that. That's something you take with you through the whole history of your barber. You'll never duplicate that again.
Right. Right.
Now we have reversed the roles in a smaller cook off, and we've granted he's reserved. But those special memories like that, when it's just your family,
Yeah.
man, you take those with you forever, and that's what this is about. There's a lot of family in barbecue and a lot of people, but if it's just your direct family, your
Hmm.
wife, your kids, and you know how deep our family's all rooted. Everybody I got's got barbecue with me, so
Right.
we're just gonna go do it, and man, let the cards fall how they do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
100%. 100%. Anybody got any questions for our guests? Drop them in the chat, and we'll be glad to ask the questions for them or ask the questions to them. And don't forget, at the end of the show, we have a trivia question that is coming. If you get the trivia right, you'll get our 20 championship backyard barbecue classes for. So stick around for that because we got a really, really good question for tonight. So anyway, yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. And I cook inside, my trailer. I don't have a lot of room for a bunch of people to be inside it. So, you know, who am I going to get to cook on my rotisserie? They don't know my rotisserie. I do. So, yeah. So, okay. So we've got the rules posted by the rule master himself. Jack Daniel's sauce. Each team may enter one sauce only. Sauce must contain Jack Daniel's whiskey, which will be provided to the teams. A container to hold approximately 8 ounces of sauce will also be provided. Trophies and cash awards will be given to 1st through 5th place, and 6th through 10th will receive an honorable mention ribbon. There you go. Well, thank you, Mr. Luke Darnell, for that tidbit. We're already getting the rules from Luke. Man, he'll just look them up for you. So
Mm-hmm.
so don't use Jim Beam. Jason, they may frown on that one. So
Doesn't say how much, Jack Daniels. Just use it.
just use it. That's right. Anyone doing I now Jack? What is this? Anyone doing I now Jack?
I know.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh, I know Jack. I know
I did
Jack.
that. We did that last year. So yeah, I don't know. Sign up for it. Make sure you sign up for it if you want to do a dog and pony show before a panel of judges mixing your Jack Daniels and drinks.
Yeah. Let's see. Luke, you may need to give Mike and Dustin a heads up on that sheriff they have down there in Lynchburg.
Oh
You
yeah.
better walk a tight
Oh,
line.
he doesn't
So,
mess around. You're right.
what's the sheriff
Nope.
do?
Mm-mm.
I
Well,
don't.
this contest is conducted in a dry county.
Yeah. Well, I don't drink, so
So,
I'm perfectly fine. I drink
Me neither.
water and tea. So
Well, Luke
so
has
if
a
you're
good
going,
story if he wants to share it.
no, Luke does not want to share it.
Okay.
you sure you don't want to share it, Luke? We're all
Let's
tails. Let's go.
just,
We're shigging here. You want to get off the
yeah.
shigging, so let's get to the story about you and the sheriff.
Nope, I'm good. Let's
He's
just
got,
say
he's got strict rules. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
there were strict rules. There were warnings given, and yeah,
Did
none
you
of
not?
those rules
Did
will
you
be
did,
broken this year.
did you not heed the warning?
It was not me.
It was not you. Was
That's
it? Was
right.
it dishwasher and salt man?
It was the
So-
people
Nope.
behind him. Yep.
Oh, that's
Nope.
funny.
Luke
That's
took
It was
the
funny.
call.
not me.
That's funny.
Mhm.
Wow. Wow.
Well,
Wow.
Yeah. So it's a dry county, so you have to be careful where you drink. I think you can drink in your cabin area, your camp, but
Yeah.
if you're going to walk around, you better conceal it. If I remember right.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
Wow. This is water or
just be
tea.
careful.
Should
Be
be the
careful.
official party line. Well, I'll just
Mhm.
open it up and say, you want to give it a smell? This is grape juice. This is grape Mio and water. So
Just because you can't smell vodka, Mike, doesn't mean it's water.
I've got you. So you can't carry a cup like this around the jack? They want it clear or
No, you
something?
can. You can do
Okay.
that.
Better make sure Suzette's dessert doesn't need whiskey. Okay, yeah, Luke. What about that? Does desserts have to have whiskey in them?
Hold, please.
Oh, I love it. I don't
Oh,
think
that's-
that is required. So
So
Well, hold on.
Dustin may not know, but just so you know, any ancillary, make it everything about Jack Daniels. If you got little
Yeah.
flags, little barrels, wheat,
Oh yeah.
barley, make everything your presentation platter. Make it big as small as you want to hold your samples, but make everything about Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
Hallmark, picture perfect for presentation,
Right.
and just make it scream you're at the Jack Daniels.
It's
Yeah.
all about presenting the Jack.
That's it.
Correct. That's right.
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything on that tray needs to have something representing the Jack Daniel. I mean, anything. Like Lee said, barley. Suzette bought all kind of stuff, and brought it for Sweetie because he was like, okay, well, she bought it. She bought a wooden deal. She did this. She did that. She's like, here, Sweetie, here it is. If you got something, we've got enough stuff that if you can want to put, because Sweetie did, he did all the ancillaries. He did dessert. He did the
Chef's choice.
open or chef choice, and then I think he did sauce too. I think he did all of them. So
Yeah. And you don't have to go huge, Dustin, on your
Mhm.
turn-ins for that, even quaint his size, like 24-inch diameter or something, not too big, but just
Has
make it
to be
all.
here if they did change the rules on that.
You have to carry it?
Yeah, only one person can carry it.
Okay, good.
Right.
Well, they
Yeah.
say that at the American Royal, and we'll see 4 people walking up there with the tray, and they never send them back. I don't like that. They sit up there and tell you it needs to be one tray, I don't know, 16 by 20 or something, and that's it. And they're walking up there with 3 people carrying a tray, and I'm like, you just got through
Yeah.
saying at the cooks meeting the tray needs to be this size, and you let people walk up there. There are 2 and 3 people having to carry a tray and put it on the table. I call
Right.
that's crap.
not right.
That's not,
That has to be covered.
huh?
The dessert at the Jack has to be covered when you take it in.
Oh, it's got to have a cover over it. Okay.
I didn't have a cover on mine.
We did.
We didn't have a cover
And
on
what
ours.
about like the individual pieces? You have to cover them too.
Covered the whole platter.
Oh,
We
the
didn't-
whole platter's
We
got to
didn't
be
have to do
covered.
that last. We didn't.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So I don't think
Last year,
Sweetie
they
did
didn't make
either.
us do it last year. I don't know. We'll find out next Monday,
We'll find out.
unless
Yeah.
Luke can bring it up right now.
I just pulled up the only thing I had from the 2023 rules. The only thing it said about dessert is no store-bought desserts.
Well, Lee, you're out. He's done.
Mhm.
You're done, Lee. No store-bought desserts. We won't even go there. That's all. That's all we got to say. You may prepare your
At
desserts
the
before
Jack, I did
arriving.
not do that.
No, not at the Jack. I know at the Jack you
did. Great
didn't.
cheesecake.
I know at the Jack you did.
Cheesecake always does good at the Jack, by the way.
Yeah, it does.
It does
I'd
real
say
good. It does
no
anywhere
store-bought.
you go.
Yeah, I think
You
we're
may
going to try.
prepare your dessert before.
I think we're
arriving.
running a key lime pie test this weekend. Key lime pie cheesecake. See how that works.
Yeah.
That'll do wonderful.
You may prepare your dessert before arriving, or you may prepare it on site. Okay, man, look at Luke. He's got it
See?
going on here. Sounds like you better just go ahead and put JD in your au jus, and just to be safe, Mike. That's funny.
Yeah, for sure.
What do we got? No, you don't have to cover them, man.
Ray's
little
all
Ray,
over it.
Ray is all on this. No, you don't have to cover them. I don't know, Luke. We'll find. Well, we're going to find out next week. We're going to have Pam on, so
You don't have to cover them. I don't think that's
you don't
true.
have to. Okay, I know that Sweetie last year didn't cover his, and I know Lee didn't cover his. So that's pretty crazy. Wow. Anybody else got any questions? This would be a good time to drop them. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead, because it may take them a little while to get this. So we're going to go ahead and do the trivia question now. Now look, guys and gals, it's the first person that I see come across this that gets the correct answer. Not what you see. Oh, I beat him by way ahead. Me and Lee over here laughing like, man, you wasn't even close. So I get so excited when people call me and like send me an email. I beat him. I was a minute ahead of him. No, you wasn't. Yours is just delayed. So, we got it in real time over here. That's it. It don't matter what yours is. It goes off of what I see. So, all right. So here is the trivia question. And we're hoping that the sources we've got here are correct. So,
Google can't lie.
Google can't lie. So, so first person that we see get it right gets our 20 championship backyard classes for 1 month. Here is the trivia question. What year was the first Jack Daniel Invitational barbecue competition? What was the first year they held the inaugural Jack Daniel barbecue competition that we're going to be attending. First person that we see get it right. Holy crap.
Oh yeah, that was quick.
What the
Yeah.
heck?
Way to go,
Brian?
Brian.
Well, he must have been the first.
Wow.
Wow. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, and Joe, Brian beats you. Okay? So, oh my gosh. Wow.
No,
Man.
Brian helps me co-host my podcast, and he is a student of barbecue. So I'm
Well,
not
apparently
surprised that you
he
did that.
is. So,
Smoking Scully's,
okay.
baby. Good job.
Wow. Also, I wasn't
He's also
expecting.
Brian's also a professional deep sea sail fisherman as well. Not besides a barbecue competitor, he's a great competition
Wow.
fisherman.
Okay,
He's also
Brian.
an eight handicap golfer.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Barbecue champions. Barbecue CHIMPO.
Matter of fact, that isn't that from Myrtle Beach? His picture? Yeah, that is right. The
Might
Rufus
be.
Teague. That's the Rufus Teague one where he won that day 2, I think.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, Mr. Brian, I just dropped my email in the chat. It's bbqchampions@gmail.com. If you do not send me your information, I will not add the classes to an account for you because I'm not going to be able to find you, know your email or anything.
Luke will just buy it for you if not.
Yeah, Luke will buy it. I'll just
Yeah.
take it off Luke's big checks he gets every month. So,
Mhm.
so email me, Brian. Just put in the subject line trivia winner. First and last name, your email address. If you send me the email address, I'll use that. And then if you have an account, I'll add it to it. If you don't have an account, then I will create an account for you. I will send your username and login. You get our 20 championship backyard classes for the 1 month, and it's got some great stuff taught by Mr. Lee Hickle, Mark Lambert, Joey Smith, Sterling Smith, and Craig Sherry. And it was some amazing recipes that was on there. So anyway, well, I hope everybody's enjoyed them. The classes are awesome. Yeah, there you go, Mark.
Yeah.
That works too.
Thank
So
you.
anyway, it was great having everybody on tonight. Don't forget now, next Tuesday, we're going to really find out a whole bunch about the Jack. Look at here. Joe Pierce, hey guys, tell Luke I shot 33 in league tonight. He is not answering his phone. That's hilarious. You know, Joe, I have reached out to you to try to get you on our podcast here a couple of months ago when we was doing a special on ribs. So
Reject.
you just didn't. I don't even know if the number I had, or maybe I don't have your number. I think I messaged you. I know you're probably busy, but man, we'd love to have you on our podcast at some time, Joe. So, you know, Mike Steele on Facebook, you can find me and shoot me a message, and we'll see if we can get you on. I'd love to have you on, Joe. Next Tuesday, or now, real quickly, let me make this. Next Tuesday, we're going to have Pam with the Jack on our show. She said that she would actually come on. So,
Hey, Joe, if you're listening, Lucas from Australia is asking, do they like a saucy brisket at the Jack? I know Joe would know. I don't remember because I didn't do well in brisket. Luke, Carrie, you remember?
I don't run on brisket stuff. I just run au jus.
Au jus. Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
That's why I didn't do well, I guess.
Yeah. Question.
I've been
okay.
told.
There.
I've been told not to run sauce on brisket. Now, you know, you take it what it's worth from the people it's coming from. But they said run just a good au jus Texas brisket, and you should do fair well.
Yeah. Yep. I'm going to run the same thing that I've been doing. So I don't want to. I'm not putting. I put a real thin glaze on it and cook it on hard, and that's it. That's all my brisket will get, and a little au jus on
Hear
the
that,
slice.
Luke? Run a real good Texas brisket.
That's right.
That's what you got to do.
Oh, Luke, he is never going to let you. He's never going to let you live it down. Oh, golly, that's awesome. Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, guys, I really do appreciate it. Dustin, congratulations to you, brother, for getting to the Jack for the first time. And Luke and Carrie, congratulations for y'all's second trip. It's going to be great seeing all you guys. Lee is going to be there cooking breakfast for everybody. Lee, I do want you to know I'm coming by each one of them days to get my breakfast. When you had me at French toast. I know you're cooking for the volunteers, but I'm a volunteer for you to keep you straight. So I'll expect some French toast with some sausage. So
I'll be
anyway,
there on the 6th, loaded in, getting everything ready to start cooking for all the volunteers all week long.
He gonna be there throwing it down. So all right, Joe. Let's see. He said anytime. Sorry, I'm gonna hold him to it. All right, I will message you next week. We got Pam on the jack. We need to see if we can get you on here, Joe. Man, you're an incredible cook. Love to have you on here. And Lee used to have your cell phone number. I don't think I got it. I thought I had it. I think I sent you a message. If you want to, you can message me and I can text you. You probably check messages more than you do your Facebook Messenger. So message me your phone number and I'll see if it's the one that I've got. We'll love to get you on. You're a great dude and definitely need to have you on here. All right, we're going to give everybody a chance real quick. Dustin, you got any sponsors that you want to thank and everything?
Yeah, for sure. Want to send a shout out first and foremost to my family. Without them, we don't have anything. B&B Charcoal, that's who keeps us lit with the best burning charcoal out there. Huntsaker, we run those Huntsaker drums. They don't let us down. Team Pit Boss, we've been running our Pit Boss on final here the last couple of competitions, and Pit Boss has been doing us really good for basically our warming. Um, there's a company here in town called Schmidt Industrial. That guy has been like a second father to me. I called and told him about the jack, and he said how much you need to get there. And so, when you're not expecting it, that money can creep up on you pretty quick. So it's nice to have those people in your corner. Of course, we brand it, and the barbecue store where you go to win. That's what keeps us stocked up all the time. And I'm a little bit more blessed than some of the others. It's nice to have a barbecue store at your luxury.
Yeah.
A lot of people say it all the time. So, man, you should be killing it out there. But just because I have all of those guys' rubs and seasonings and sauces in there, man, it's just still you got to execute it right. So
that's right.
I run what I think does us well, and we're blessed to be where we are with our barbecue store, and we're going to keep on doing what we do. But I look forward to seeing all you guys out there and hanging out, shaking your hands, getting to meet you, and best of luck to everyone going. God bless each and every one of y'all.
That's going to be good. All right, Luke, you're up, brother.
Oh, gosh, where to start?
Compart
Blues
to Rock.
Hog.
Blues Hog, Compart to Rock. I'll get them two in for it.
Blues Hog has actually the best burning charcoal out there, plus the sauce and rubs. Snake River Farms, I had to write them all down. Gateway Drums, Compart to Rock. The pork is just in the ribs. Big Papa Smokers, and, of course, BarbecueData.com.
There you go. All right, Kerry.
Yeah. For me, Heath Miles Barbecue, Atlanta Barbecue Store, Two Drummers Butchery, the Butcher Shop in Pensacola, and Jealous Devil Charcoal.
There you go.
Hey, Mike, I want to throw in one more time. I forgot about one of my biggest ones is the chopping block here in Texas. John takes good care of us, and there's a lot of guys here that walk with his meats every week. And John he's another one I called, and he said, whatever you need, it's going to be in a cooler ready to go. So
that's awesome.
John is great at the chopping block, and we sell all of his meats there at our store now. So it's definitely been good to have all those quality cooked meats there, and cookers can get them when they come in to pick up all their products. But thanks again, Chopping Block.
Yeah, there you go. A lot of times you got to have some help getting to these competitions because they are not cheap. All right. Well, Lee, thank you, brother, for joining us tonight. Always great to have you as our co-host. Lee's going to be heading down to Monterrey, Mexico to go down there with Pitmaker and cook for 35,000 folks leaving tomorrow. And he's going to be flying like crazy across the border to get back because he said, I am not missing next week with Pam on here. So
leave tomorrow and come back next Tuesday from Monterey.
Tuesday.
Yeah, it's the world's largest Latin barbecue cook-off.
There you go.
Wow.
So safe travels to you. And I hope everybody's enjoyed our podcast tonight. It's great. Go check Shig Fried. He's back tonight, 8 o'clock. They're about to kick it off. And I hope everybody's enjoyed our show. It's really been a great time having everyone on here. Appreciate a little bit of y'all's time. And as we always close out our video,